diving into a fascinating topic that can truly transform your financial future: the concept of making money work for you through compound interest and ownership in companies. Imagine this: you invest a certain amount of money today. Over time, that money doesn't just sit there. It grows. This is the magic of compound interest. It's like planting a seed that blossoms into a tree, producing fruit year after year. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Even small amounts can snowball into significant wealth over time. Let's break it down. When you earn interest on your initial investment, that interest itself starts to earn interest. This cycle continues, and before you know it, your money is multiplying in ways you might not have thought possible. It's a powerful tool that can help you build a solid financial foundation. Now, let's talk about ownership. When you invest in a company, you're not just putting your money into a stock. You're becoming a part of something bigger. You're sharing in the success of that company. As the company grows and becomes more profitable, so does your investment. This is where the real potential lies. By owning a piece of a successful business, you can benefit from its growth and success over time. Think about it. Every time you make a purchase, you're supporting a company. Why not take it a step further and become an owner? This mindset shift can open up new avenues for wealth creation. It's not just about working for money. It's about making your money work for you. Of course, investing comes with its risks, and it's essential to do your research. Understand the companies you're investing in, their market potential, and how they align with your values. Diversifying your investments can also help mitigate risks and increase your chances of success. As you embark on this journey, remember that patience is key. Building wealth through compound interest and ownership doesn't happen overnight. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Stay committed, keep learning, and watch your financial garden flourish.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something that has changed my financial life, because although we've been talking about making money, it's not all about making money. It's about ownership, equity, and influence. And if you ever felt like you're behind, I promise this episode is for you. So, I didn't grow up hearing about investing. I kind of thought investing was for other people. But in my financial journey, I stumbled upon this quote. And they say Einstein said it. But we really don't know. Just like they say a lot of things in history that people said that we just don't know. But this quote goes like, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it pays it. He who understands it earns it. And he who does not understand it pays it. I really want you to let that sink in. Just say it to yourself about 5 times to really understand it, because when I first read it, when I first heard it, it just was something. But as I kept hearing it, multiple podcasts, multiple books I read, anything financial, it would come up. I really started to understand it. So just say it to yourself about 5 times to really let that sink in. What is compound interest? You know, I started my journey late. I was working hard, I was saving, but I was not investing. But once I kind of understood what compound interest was, I knew I ain't need to be rich. I just needed to start. And that's where we need to realize, get our mindset in the game, that we just have to start. But listen, it's not just about stacking cash. When you invest into these companies, you are buying assets and building equity. Every share that you own is a piece of that company. You're not just watching these numbers, you are becoming an owner. And here's the part that most people miss. With enough shares, you're going to gain voting rights. You get a say in how the company is run, who is on the board, and the values that the company stands for. Your voice matters, and with enough shares, it grows louder.
Yes, that's loud indeed. That's right. You're building your financial footprint. You're not just a consumer anymore. You're a stakeholder. That's how wealth becomes influence, and that's how financial literacy becomes leadership.
So if this episode has helped you in any way, I want you to like, subscribe, share the video with someone you believe needs to hear this video. I want you to remember that ownership is power. Some of my wealthiest men in history, from the Bible until now, has built their wealth through ownership. So I really want you to let that sink in and know that you can't get anywhere without building ownership. So let me give you a real life example. I invested in a bank stock called SoFi. When I first saw this stock, it was sitting around $20. But when I bought in, it was around $14 a share. I thought that was a steal. You know, that to see it at $20 and to get it at $14, I'm like, okay, I got it at a cheaper price. After I bought in, the stock kept dropping and dropping. 2.5 years later, I'm sitting around $4 a share. Most people would panic, not me. At this time, I kind of had my foot into investing. We could talk about that maybe in a different video, but I didn't panic. I actually bought more and lowered my average cost to be around $7 a share. Now this same stock is sitting around $28, almost $30 a share, where I was able in that time frame to accumulate a bunch of shares, especially when this company was sitting around $4 a share. So that's just believing in the company. You gotta believe. And you gotta believe. See, with this, it wasn't just a win. It was a valuable lesson. I didn't just invest into this company. I became a customer. I used their product. I learned how it worked. And I understood the vision. And with that, it gave me more than enough confidence to hold, not just hope. There's a difference between owning stock and speculating on one. Ownership means you believe in the company. You understand it, and you're in it for the long haul. Speculating means you're just guessing, hoping that the price goes up. So here's my advice. Don't just chase stock prices, chase understanding. Become a customer. Read the earning reports and watch how the company treats its people. And ask yourself, would I be proud to own this? My name is Josh Watts. Peace.